Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Thank you for trusting me and spending time with me today. We got a lot in store for you. A lot we're going to talk about is AI. We're going to talk about SEO, how SEO is absolutely changing. UK signs a trade deal with the USA. Some workers are okay with pay cuts. Did you know that a Chinese Starbucks rival is coming to the United States of America? Google is deploying an AI shield on scams to protect us. And last but not least, we wrote on zoneofgenius.com an amazing story about one of the largest Black-owned Detroit-based construction firms, an amazing story of how they grew, how they started. So we got all that and more today on the Rundown with Ramon. So glad you're here. Sit back, buckle up, sit up tight, and get ready for a brand new episode live streaming on Instagram today. Haven't done that for a minute. So here we go with today's episode of The Rundown with Ramon. And I'm so glad you're here. We'll come back in about 30 seconds. Let's go. All right, everybody. So welcome back. Today is the Rundown with Ramon. I hope you're well and blessed today. Again, you can get to know me better at zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com. Get to know me better there as well as where I hang out across social platforms. So let's cover this today. We got tip number one. Ding, 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 ding. Mark Zuckerberg has a grand vision, and he says that most of your friends will be AI. I'd like to know what you think about that, LaShawn Johnson. Glad you're here today on YouTube. What do you think about Mark Zuckerberg is saying? He's challenging. He's saying, hey, most of your friends are going to be AI in the future. Now, I know at first blush, Surah, at first blush, Freddie, at first blush, Michael, you may say no, LaShawn, and maybe it is a no. But is there a world that we can envision indeed where most of our chats, most of our discussions will possibly be via a bot? Is it about the same if you didn't know it? If somebody's talking to you, somebody's affirming you, someone's debating you, somebody's giving you some insight, some opinion, some thought, and it turned out to be a bot, you may be disappointed after a while, but if you didn't know it was a bot, could it replace a human? Mark Zuckerberg's a very smart guy, and this doesn't mean he has not had some failures, but he's postulating that most of our communication in the future will be about. Wall Street Journal talks about this and says, in Zuckerberg's vision for a new digital future, artificial intelligence friends outnumber human companions, and chatbot experiences supplement therapists and agencies and ad agencies and coders. AI will play a central role in the human experience, the Facebook co-founder and CEO has said in a series of recent podcasts, interviews, and public appearances. Sadly, I think he's right. I want to say no. I'm adjusting my camera here. I want to say no and say no. People won't want that. But I think that Mark Zuckerberg's right. We don't know what we don't really want. We don't know what we're going to say no to, Siraj. We don't know what we're going to say no to, Freddie. But I imagine in 5 years, in 2 years, more and more of us, even if it's not, we know it's not our spouse, we know it's not our dog, but we'll be communicating just fine with the bot because we'll be meeting our needs. And it's not like the push button telephones where please press 3 for this, please press 4 for this. Not even the bots that we know are voice enabled. Hi, thanks for calling UPS. Please enter your account number. No, but it'll be real time like this. Hey, thanks for coming to Joe's Pizza. What kind of pizza would you like? And you just tell it what kind of pizza you wanted. It said, hey, great choice. I heard you say you wanted pepperoni, mushrooms, and onions. Did you want a biggie size as well? It'll sound very human. So we can say and push back that no, we wouldn't want to do it that way. But I suspect some of us would. My name is Ramon Ray. This is today's Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. And I have here saying Monday, Thursdays. It's not Monday, Thursdays. I didn't update my show notes. I feel terrible. I'm not sure if I can do that in real time, but I'm sure going to try it right now. Let's see how good StreamYard is updating this in real time. I should have updated it, but I don't know if it can update in real time, but we'll see if it can. If it can, that would be absolutely amazing. Again, welcome back to the Rundown with Ramon. What's up, BCBG? Glad you're here today. Ding, 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 ding. My friend John Jantsch of Duct Tape Marketing talks about the future of SEO, why search isn't dead. He says why search isn't dead, why SEO is not dead. It's just being updated. Interesting proposition he makes, and many marketers, including myself, are nervous about what AI is doing, because in the past, you would move towards a keyword, move to get backlinks, move towards all these things, and people would search on your topic. Google would put a search result and point back to your website. But over the last few months, it's all changed. When you now search on Google, you search on Bing, you're searching on many of these platforms, they are having a shield of AI over them, giving you the answer. So it's called a zero-click search result. That can be scary. That is disheartening. But here's the thing. We just have to shift and adapt to it. Haven't we gone through this before with technology? Aren't we going through this right now with AI? With every other technology that's come in recent days, we've just had to adapt to it. So here's my point to you. Here's my point to marketers out there who are struggling with this, wondering, what do we do? Instead of fighting with it and struggling with it and wondering what you can do with it, embrace it and learn how to still serve your customers, how to still service them, be in what they need with the content you are producing. And part of that is just producing great content. And a side note, lady DM'd me, emailed me a few days ago and said, Ramon, I found you. And the search started with AI. She asked AI who are some of the top speakers for small business or sales, something like that. And my name came up. She got the zero-click search result on a search engine. Then she probably went to my website. She clicked further, filled out my form on zoneofgenius.com/Ramon Ray, and hit me up. So, yeah, search is changing. SEO is changing. But because it's changing doesn't mean you can't take advantage of it. LaShawn here says this. Let's see what LaShawn is saying here. I believe it's happening now, especially with customer service over the phone. Yes, the new technology is very sophisticated. And for most of us, we're enjoying it and liking it for sure. It makes our experience with these search engines much faster, and I would dare say much better. It does. It's a fact. That's a fact. AI is enhancing the relationship of customer service with customers and speeding up the process. So it's not something to fear. It's something that I think we need to embrace. Ding, 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 ding. Moving forward. Next topic of the day, United Health now has 1,000 AI use case studies, including claims. Again, this is just another example. You may say, Ramon, why are you talking about AI so much? Well, because AI is here. It's not going away. And I want you to understand that if you're not embracing it, you are losing out. I'm sure many of you listening to me, because we're in a bubble, but there's a larger percentage of business owners that are not leveraging the power of AI. So I want to move forward because I have a story I want to bring to you today about a $1 billion valuation construction company and how they're crushing it and what they're doing. Kudos. Let's celebrate us, the United States of America. We have a trade deal with the UK, just so you know. 10% tariffs looks like they're going to stay there for most countries, but the trade deal is there. So I guess, hey, listen, anytime we have a deal, that's progress forward, moving forward. Interesting tidbit of the day as well. Some workers are okay with taking pay cuts. And I want to unpack this story a bit here. This is from LinkedIn News, and it says most American workers aren't interested in taking a pay cut in their careers for any reason, even if it would mean a lighter workload or a better relationship with their boss, according to LinkedIn's latest workforce confidence survey. But younger workers are more open to a salary cut than their older colleagues, particularly if the change offers them more flexibility or opportunities for upward mobility. So here's the question of the day I have for you. Money is oftentimes not everything. And for us business owners, as you're thinking of ways to incentivize your staff, incentivize your team, it's not always that they want more money. Sometimes they just want more freedom. Sometimes they just want a better way to do what they're doing. Sometimes they want the chance to move up in your company. You're thinking they just want a larger salary. Maybe they just want more freedom. Understand what your team wants. Understand what motivates them. That's the way to incentivize them to success. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Want to get to know me better. Do you not want to miss out on all the excitement, all the news, all the strategies we have for your business, definitely go to zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com, and sign out so you don't miss out on all things happening at zoneofgenius.com. Ding, 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 ding. This was interesting news of the day. And again, it always relates to small businesses and what it means for you. A Chinese Starbucks rival is coming to the USA. War condition on this side of the globe. You hear China, you get afraid. But, you know, China's got some good people. Hey, glad to have you here. The real Sohan. Thanks for being here. Chinese coffee giant Luckin Coffee has launched its first U.S. store in New York City. 4 years after the chain paid $180 million penalty, the chain went public and it was delisted after fabricating $300 million in sales. It was doing some naughty stuff. But you know what? That's neither here nor there as far as we're concerned. Chinese competitions increasingly coming to the USA and going head-to-head with Starbucks and other coffee chains. Can they succeed? I don't know. With a lot of money and a long runway, maybe they can. Starbucks knows that its days are never guaranteed. It's going through changes. It had mobile technology, and then it said, we don't need the mobile technology. It's doing quite a bit. The question is, can this chain survive or not? But the question for you is for your small business, and really where I wanted to take this is that competition is everywhere, LaShawn. Competition is everywhere. And the question for us is, are we going to leverage and take the competition and help us make us better? Or is it going to distract from us and help us cave in and not build better businesses? LaShawn, love what you're saying here. Nonverbal daughter using AI at school. AI is here. We should embrace and with caution. LaShawn, very true. I think all technology we should embrace, all technology we should consider, but we should embrace, but we should do it with caution. Don't just throw everything at your kids and say, hey, try this. Maybe make sure it's good for them. Because like this example of a Chinese Starbucks is here. It's called Luckin Coffee, and I'm going to try it out, Luckin Coffee. There's a competitor knocking at your door right around the corner. Everybody, again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Interesting tidbit news here. Google deploys AI shield on scams. Good for Google. Google is releasing a new AI-powered defense that helps detect and block online scams on Chrome. Now, this kind of thing has been done before to a degree, usually with third-party software, Bitdefender and others. And then, of course, Microsoft has a lot of security built into its browser. But this is here. The tech giant will add its generative AI large language model, Gemini Nano, to its desktop browser as an added layer of protection to fight fraudulent activity. It's also adding new AI-generated warnings for Chrome on Android that flag scammy calls and texts. Google said its scam detection investments have already caught 20 times the number of scammy pages thanks to AI. People, that is AI in action. AI works. Kudos to Google for helping make us more secure. Here's what I want to get into. Last topic of the day today. I wanted to highlight and honor this amazing company, which I was able to interview the founder a few days ago, and I want to unpack this for you. I'll be back after a short break on the Rundown with Ramon and get ready to hear the story of Larry Brinker Sr. and Larry Brinker Jr. I'll be right back in about 10 seconds. Hang tight. All right, we're back. So this is the story of Larry Brinker Jr. and Larry Brinker Sr. Kudos to them. The Brinker Group is a five-company organization, a construction company, conglomerate in Detroit. Thank you so much, Mikal. I appreciate that. Thank you. Says, love it. And the key points here are this. Larry Brinker Sr. started as a truck driver. The guy who hired him back in the days, 20-something years ago, said, I'll give you a chance. Just show up on time, be honest, and do the work. And Larry Brinker Jr., or Larry Brinker Sr., rather, took him up on his offer. And years later, they now have a thriving construction company. But then I interviewed Larry Brinker Jr., the son of the father, and he's grown the company 400% through professionalizing the organization. His father grew it from hustle and hard work and grit, and Larry Brinker Jr. is now taking it to the next level, leveraging business best practices, SOPs, and more. And it's interesting now, They're the largest Black-owned construction firm in Detroit, arguably probably one of the biggest then in America. But what was interesting about this, especially in this time we're talking about, he said, we don't just want to be known as the best Black construction firm. That's not enough. And I totally agree. I never will be known. I'm the best Philippine woman. I'm the best Korean guy who's a lawyer. I'm the best female founder who's this way. No, I want to be the best lawyer, the best accountant, the best speaker, the best MC. I want to be the best, period, not the best by some racial connotation. And that's what I liked about Larry Brinker Jr. He just said, we are the best. And this is a legacy built on opportunity. Sometimes you're given a chance. The question I have for you, do we take it? And so what they're doing is they built this construction empire, and they built it with that hard work and grit. But Larry Brinker said, now that my dad's built this, giving his dad honor, he said, now we must take it to the next level and build a construction firm based on the future. So what are some things that he talked about? One, the power of investing in relationships. Investing in relationships is so important. Number two, build the right team. The right team around you will help you go far. Number three, maintain clarity of vision. Number four, focus on 10x moves. Moves that can take you to the next level. Embrace learning from failure. Failure is a beautiful, beautiful thing if you learn from it and have a passion and an excitement for what you do. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon, coming to you live most mornings, 7 a.m., sometimes 7:30. Don't forget to check out the Rundown with Ramon. We help you grow your business. Sign up for the Rundown with Ramon. And I'll see you next time. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I know you have, because you've been commenting and sharing and watching it live and watching it on demand. And don't forget, zoneofgenius.com, so you don't miss out. Zoneofgenius.com. Just subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. Thanks for being here. Be blessed. Have an amazing day. And I'll see you next time. All right, IG, that's an episode here over. Anybody have any questions for me? I have no problem. I